Right. So it's qualifier two-time in the Vivo IPL, and it's KKR versus DC. So KKR with all the momentum coming of a win against RCB in the eliminator one, and DC with not so great momentum, back-to-back losses in the hands of RCB in the league stage, and then in the hands of CSK in the qualifier one. So will it be KKR marching on by beating DC, killing their dreams at their maiden trophy, or will it be DC making a strong comeback and cementing their place in the finals? Let's find out that and more in today's video. Hello everyone, welcome to Front Sports, and yeah, today's video is on the qualifier two. Yeah, it's going to be a preview. KK versus DC is the game, and CSK have already made their place to the final, and now they lay in wait to meet their opponent. So DC and KK will fight it out. But before we talk about that particular match, let's go to yesterday's game. Let's talk about KK versus RCB. What happened there? How things transpired? So RCB won the toss and batted first, but then things didn't quite go the way RCB skipper Kohli wanted it to go. Right from the get, I mean RCB had a good start. They were like 59 for more than 6 overs, if I'm not wrong. And after that, things started to deteriorate for RCB, and slowly the run rate watered down. They started losing wickets, and things took a bad turn for them. They ended up taking only 138, and KKR had a target of 139 to get into the second qualifier. It was supposed to be a cakewalk for KKR, but it was not. Towards the end, even they choked a little bit, if you want to say that. It was not an easy run chase for sure. And if you ask who's the game changer to me, I'd probably say it's Dan Christian, because there was a phase where KKR were struggling. They were in the back foot. They were under pressure. I wouldn't say back foot. They were under pressure to make some quick runs so that they can solidify their position in the match. But that wasn't happening. And then Christian got the ball, and that helped KKR to put the runs on the board. Sunil Narayan walked out. He did what he does best. He just swung it out, and Christian bowled right in the slot for him, and things connected and things happened for KKR. In line with the ball as well, he was very impressive. He picked up 4 wickets and 4 key wickets. Kohli and AB, Maxwell, all in the mix. So it was a stellar performance by him. KKR spinners bowled well in general. Chakravarti bowled well too. Shakib Al Hasan bowled well too. They were very economical. And another question I would like to, everyone would like to ask here is, why wasn't Shahbaz Ahmed bowling? I mean, he's in the team not as a batsman but as a bowler. I mean, when the spinners of his opponent team bowl really well and managed to secure to 139, I would be expecting Shahbaz Ahmed to bowl, because he has done the same thing against KKR in the first leg of FIBA IPL, if you remember. RCB looked out at one point in that match, but Shahbaz came and in 1 over he turned the match around. He had the chance to do that, but that did not happen. Instead, the ball went to Christian, and we all know what transpired later. So yeah, I mean, we all can talk about it, but Christian did bowl well last game. He picked up 2 wickets. That could have been what Kohli saw and encouraged him to give the ball to Christian, but things didn't go Kohli's way. And yeah, coming to Kohli, it was his last game as captain in the Vivo IPL. He has led the RCB franchise for like 8-9 years now, and it's sad that they couldn't make it as champions even once. They made the final 3 times, but there is some legacy for the RCB as a franchise, and I hope that it's carried on. And so yeah, let's get into the preview for the KKR versus DC game. Talking about DC first, so yeah, last game they did lose, but then still I think their batting still looks a bit weak for me. In the bowling wise, they do have all the guns in the armory, if you want to call that. But then the problem is they're not quite firing together. If one of them fires, the other one is quite lacking, and it's leaking runs as well. So that's a big concern for them. Avesh Khan was their man in the death overs, and now his confidence seems a bit less, and he's not able to deliver the Yorkers he was doing so well in the first phase of the IPL. So that's a concern for them. But then if they come back in song, I'm sure they'll be able to double the KKR batsmen. And coming to the DC batting, again, I mean, they tried a few things in the first qualifier. They sent up Akshat Patel ahead of Rishabh Pant. I don't think that I don't see that happening this time because this is a must-win game. If you lose this, you're out, and that's it. So second chances. So I think that's why it's important that DC put up a formidable batting performance. I think it's very important that their openers fire. Otherwise, the chances look very slim for them. It has to be one of the openers, either Dhawan or Shaw, carrying them or seeing them through towards the end, and Pant has to chip in. I mean, it's a big positive for India and DC that Pant, got 50 in the last game, but it didn't quite, help in the context of the match. You want to say that? But yeah, I'm sure he'll be firing too. And Hetmar looks a great touch. The match against CSK in the league stage and in the match in qualifier one, he did some good fire hitting, which is what DC want from him. They don't want to rotate strike. They want him to go for the big ones. So I think he's been doing that well in the past couple of games. And if he's able to do that, then DC's batting woes will be rectified, and they will be able to put up a challenging total against KKR. Now coming to KKR, yes, I mean the last game they did win, but then their batting again is the same issues as DC have. If Venkatesh Iyer or Shubman Gill fires, they're comfortable. But if one of them don't, then there's a question mark. Because after you're even against RCB in the last match, when they lost those quick wickets, they were under some pressure. If Narayan hadn't hit those 3 sixes in 1 over, who knows what could have happened? Because Morgan isn't firing for them. Morgan is barely able to last 10 balls, and DK isn't in the best of forms. So relying on the middle order would put them under a lot of pressure. Shakib is there. Yes, he can bat, but then can you rely on him? Is he dependable to win you games with the bat towards the end? That's a bit of a question mark for me. So yeah, it's the same problems for both sides. The KKR's bowling looks pretty solid. Narayan is doing very well. He was containing very well in the league stages, and now started picking up wickets as well. So against RCB, he picked up 4 very important wickets, which turned the game around, in my opinion. And he came and did the same with the bat. So, and Chakravarti has been bowling very well. Ferguson, the same as well. So the bowling looks pretty solid in my opinion, but the batting is what has to step up. And so the both sides have similar woes. So it's going to be an interesting game. So yeah, let's get into the predicted 11 and see what changes could be possibly made. DC's predicted 11 first for the game. I don't think they'll be making any changes because this is the best 11 in my opinion. They can't be making any more changes from here. I think even Ashwin has not been in the best of forms with the ball. If he's able to step up and deliver, I think DC will be a formidable side. So and yeah, coming to KKR now. KKR. This is again their best 11. I don't see them making any changes. Shakib Al Hasan, Lockie Ferguson, Ewan Morgan, and Sunil Ryan will be there for overseas, irrespective of Russell being fit or not. Because the next one is a must-win game, and because this team of KKR has found some rhythm. They're used to winning now. So I wouldn't be looking to disrupt the combination by bringing in Russell. I mean, Russell is a match winner, but then provided is fit, still I wouldn't be able to fit him in because this team has a rhythm now, and I would go with it. So that's a predicted 11 for you guys, and time for the all important question now. Who will be the one winning this game and facing CSK in the Vivo IPL 2021 finals? That's a tough ask because at this point, I think both teams are equally matched. If you put them in the balance, they'll be right here. So, but I think I'll go with DC to win this one. Because they have played very well in the second leg and in the first leg. They're top the table. And KKR have the momentum, yes, but I think DC will be able to make the comeback. If they get all guns firing, I think DC won't be stoppable in this game. So yeah, and I think DC will be the ones going all the way and facing CSK in the final on 15th. So whom do you think will win, guys? Do you think KKR will kill DC's dreams for the maiden championship and go on to face CSK in the final? Put it down in the comment and let us know what you think about our videos. Give us your feedback in the comments. Follow us on Instagram. Join our Discord link. It'll be in the description. And subscribe for more interesting content. We'll be coming out with more content more regularly from now on. So as the video, guys, thanks for watching.